Hi guys, how you doing? My name is Crystal. Good afternoon. Um, this past week has been very hard and difficult for me, but I'm almost through it. Almost. We're halfway through the week tomorrow. Um, it's just been really difficult. Um, if you remember a while back, that I told you when I didn't go to see my mother, the games that were played with my bank account, my Barclays bank account. They used to fiddle around in my bank account and leave me without any money. Even when I had money in there, they would cancel my card. Barclays Bank, over a period of 2 years, cancelled my bank card 7 or 8 times, so that I had literally no money, and I was forced to go up and see my mother. Now, I put a stop to that by putting money in another account. Then I had two social workers come out to my flat saying that they were going to help me, giving me all this hope that they was going to help me get rid of. I'm on my own and I need help. I've got a freezer that's busted, a chest freezer, a big tall freezer that needs throwing out downstairs, and I can't do that by myself. And also I've got some other things that need throwing out, and they said they was going to get me some help. Now this was 3 months ago. 3 months ago, and I've just been left, right? I know there's not the resources, and I know times are difficult, I understand that, but to just tell me, if they just had written a response to say, look, please be patient, we're doing this and we'll get back to you as soon as possible, but they didn't even do that. They didn't even respond. So I get a message yesterday from this woman from social services on a Monday to tell me that there's this place they've referred me to that hasn't got back to me at all, and they'd referred me to the mental health team. And it's my mother that's got the mental health illness. But 3 months ago, I was at rock bottom emotionally. I was fed up. I felt so isolated and terrible. I didn't know what to do. And I've got myself out of it now. I've pulled my own self out of it. I have. So it's not mental health illness as in I'm crackers or mad. It's that I was abused as a child, and childhood abuse victims need help and support, right? Which I've never had since I was a child when I was abused. And my dad stopped therapy when I was 16 because he threatened me. And I just can't get proper therapy. And you need a psychiatrist. You need someone that knows all about childhood trauma and abuse. And they palm me off with people that have no qualifications in counselling, and they can't deal with the things I'm talking about, which I discussed with these two social workers inside my flat. So they're not going to do anything. So this woman, I all yesterday I spent a page writing to this woman, and then I gets an email coming back. I'll get back to you on Thursday and Friday. I only work Thursdays and Fridays. If she only works Thursdays and Fridays, why was I sent an email on Monday? You see, it fucks your head up. It makes you all mentally distressed, and that's what it's meant to do. So I ignored that. I carried on doing my bits and pieces, and my mum rang me up yesterday and she was laughing over the phone. Laughing? What I'm going through is not funny. And considering that she's lost a son, a daughter, a husband, and I'm the last one left, and she's laughing her head off. I'm glad she's got things that I'm glad she's happy, and she's laughing, because I'm not. If I had money, the first thing I would do was find out where my baby brother, is buried, and put a headstone where his remains are. My mum's given me some information that he was buried near a railway station, but I don't know where. So my poor brother has not got a stone. I don't know where my sister was cremated. My mother's not gone and visited my dad's cremation plot. She's just... Why does she keep pestering me? That's what I want to know. What is it? What is it? She didn't go to my sister's funeral. I wanted to go to my sister's funeral. I really did. And my dad and I were going. We were getting ready to go, and my mum turned around and says, I'm not going. And then my dad went, I'm not going either. Like a pair of kids. And no one would take me, so I couldn't go. And the only way to get to where my sister was cremated was by a car. You can't get there by train. So that's where I found myself when I wanted to go to my sister's funeral. That's where I found myself. I couldn't go. No one would take me. And my mum is just childish. She's just a big kid in an adult's body. She's never grown up. And it's as simple as that. So she rings me up today, my mum does, and she's giggling again. She's been at the bottle. She's taken some happy pills, because I don't see what there is to laugh at. So she's giggling and laughing, and I don't want to be brainwashed. I don't want to hear it. Trying to brainwash me, like laughing in the background. I go outside and people start laughing at me. No, I'm not listening to that. So I picked up the phone. I said hello. She said hello. And then she starts the bullshit, and I just said, see you later. I don't want to be brainwashed. So she'll get on the phone to me, and she'll say to me, oh, I'll send you something out. She did this 2 weeks ago. She said, I'll send you something out, and she doesn't. And I don't ask her for money, but she'll say, I'll send you something, and she doesn't. So you keep going to the letterbox, and there's nothing in there but bills and debts. And I'll show you what's in my mailbox today. I've cancelled all my direct debits, because I want to see where my money's going. I want to see where it's going to. So I cancelled the TV licence and the water rates. And of course, when they don't get their money, they're right on top of you about the day afterwards. The direct debit's been cancelled. They're right on your back. Your direct debit has been declined by your bank. Now, I can't show you this because it's got my address in it, but it's in dark blue letters. Now, normally TV licensing reminder letters are in red, and it's dated the 7th of July, and it's now the 15th, so that was a week ago. So it's got my TV license number. Your direct debit has been declined by your bank. Yeah, I know, because I cancelled it. Dear Miss Marshall, your last direct debit payment didn't work. I mean, it's how it's worded. It's weird. It didn't work. We emailed you about it, but it was returned undelivered. We will try to take this payment again. So they're going to try and take it again, even though I've cancelled it. They're going to try and take it again. You can view your payment plan, and it's signed Jackie Garswood, Customer Service Manager. I was expecting that. See, you see how my mother, how toxic, narcissistic people mess with your brain. They get you to go to the mailbox thinking there's something in there, and I don't expect anything. But why say it? Why say that? Don't say it. Standard. It's in Welsh. I'm learning Welsh, so we've got it in Welsh. Wedi simud near arfin simud. It's in Welsh, because I'm learning Welsh. Simru. All I'm saying is, guys, if it's TV and fiction, I was homeless for two and a half years on a TV set with no money and nothing to eat, and I nearly starved to death. I hope I don't find out what my mother's involved in and what she's done. 2.5 years and I almost starved to death, and my children as well. I don't think you should be giggling over something as serious as that. I don't think it's funny. Little kids hungry. So I'm going out at different times. I decided to go out at 1 o'clock, just before 1. And I know all the shit's outside, people sitting on benches eating all the crap, but I thought, let's go, let's do it. Let's see people. So I walked onto the fields and went around the fields for the first time in a while, because it's been raining this morning and it's windy. So I went out, and you know, I feel tired, I feel pissed off, but I'm a woman, and I'm a woman. I'm not going to go around stealing handbags and whatnot. So I just let them do what they got to do. And then I just walk past them and carry on, because I'm a human being. I have feelings. And the way some people are acting is very spiteful and nasty. And you know, and we've got the Derek Royal Mail lookalike. Again, the guy that looks like Derek with his curly grey hair, driving the Royal Mail van, because my dad was a milkman. Wait a minute. Hello. Okay. Yep. The lady next door has lost her key. Right, it's a coloured lady in all her African regalia, and she's not got her key. So I've got to go out like this and let somebody in. I've let the lady in. I can't see her in the corridor. African woman. I don't mind letting neighbours in. There was a very, very pretty lady with an African afro when I went outside this afternoon. A tall black woman with a massive afro. That's what, when I used to go to the KICC church, Butmore Park, Maidstone Road, they used to have big afros, the women. Anyway, where was I? I went out. People sat on benches eating. There was a guy working. There was loads of people about, but I walked around the field by myself. And there was a boat. There was a nice boat on the water. And I just tried to make the best of everything, and I don't get cross. I don't get cross at all. I mean, the buzzer hurts my face. It hurts my face. I sometimes get electric shock in my jaw, but I don't get cross. I just answer the door and I let people in. But it's like 24/7. 24/7 people are like pestering me, whether they're ringing the buzzer, they're ringing the phone, they're just emailing me. So there you go. So I went for a walk early and I came back because I don't know whether I'm psychic, but I don't know what the time is now. Yeah. Guys, if I'd have gone out at 2 o'clock, I'd have probably come back and bumped into that woman on the doorstep of the flat. So we've got a wind outside, it's windy. So I'm just saying, all that's in my mailbox is a TV licence reminder, and it won't go through because I've cancelled it. So I will pay it. What I said to the lady at Barclays, I said, I'm cancelling my direct debits and I'm going to pay them as I get the bill. So I'm going to pay them. So when it's due, I'll pay it. I'm not doing these direct debits. The only direct debit, I pay the rent all at once. That's not a direct debit. The only thing that's a direct debit is the council tax. The council tax. And that's it. I've cancelled everything else. Because they are taking amounts that they shouldn't be taking out, and they're leaving me destitute with no money. Now I'm going to get on with the rest of my day, right? I went to the shop this morning. I got food. I've got food to eat and I've got stuff to drink. When I next get paid, the first thing that's going to get paid is the rent, right? And it's a month in arrears. So I either go without food and pay 2 months rent, and I go without stuff, yeah, or I just pay part of it until it's paid off. But Medway Council paid the rent a month in arrears every time, because I've got a record of it. I downloaded transaction sheets from Hyde Housing, and Medway Council paid the rent a month in arrears every month. So if it was like 500 quid, they'd pay that. So they'd let 4 weeks rent go, and then they'd pay it. So if Hyde Housing start anything, right, it's going to get paid next week, and then I'm going to pay a bit. And I've got to eat, haven't I? I've got to eat food. Pay other bills. I've got the electric, right, is on the electric is low, because just lately I'll put 20 quid on and it's gone in a week. It's gone. It's eating away. And it's summer. How comes the electric is going so fast in the summer? It's just going. I'm an adult. I don't need to keep seeing my mother. I'm not being treated like I'm not having that. I have been traumatized going up to see my mother. Traumatized. I've got video evidence of her shouting at me. Absolutely shouting at me and accusing me of things I'm not. Right? And why is she? I'm Jennifer. She's Jennifer. Good. And then all these black women are appearing everywhere. They're fantastic, they're beautiful, they've got lovely afros, long hair down their backs. After she said she's Jennifer. I'm sick of it. My mother needs to leave me alone, let me be an adult and grow up, and let me speak to other people and not just her. See you later.